Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hypest right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind you. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind you. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making. History is made. We just getting started. You ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames. They gon' do their thing. Take it to another level, don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win. Hey.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Tuesday edition of the YSN Live podcast. And my name is DJ Yoakley. I'm joined every day by the eight time. It's 8X. Best selling author. And of course, the world traveler, Mr. Anthony Ronald Hartwig. Welcome to the show, Anthony. Or Ronald, as some may call you.
Good to be back, guys. It's good to be back.
It's great to be back. It is a Tuesday, and it is a Liberty show. We're going to be talking Liberty volleyball here over the next, hour or so with, I would imagine, Ant, probably one of the most undeniable up-and-coming teams that we've seen. Only winning 3 sets last year. You're going to hear that a lot today. Only winning 3 sets last year and already off to a ravishing start this year. 3 wins already on the docket. I mean, the quick turnaround and the questions we're going to have to ask Coach Furketic and the girls about, did you expect this? And I have to imagine the answer is yes. But in reality, did you expect this? Like, you have to say yes, but did you actually expect this? I'm excited to see him, excited to talk to him, and I know you are as well.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like, I like how you said reality. Like, everyone kind of expects it, they want it really bad. But was this in your tangible goals? Is one of the did you really think like you would start the season 3-2, I believe, in their first 5 games? You know, you want to, you definitely strive to, but like, did you really see this happening? And apparently they did, because I don't think you can do it unless you actually visualize it. You know, you don't just fumble into 3 wins. But I want to hear the things that kind of told Coach Furketic in the summer that this could be a turnaround season for this Liberty program.
And how you build that want to. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about it all the time in sports. Sports is one of the best things because you can make yourself better. But there's also another team out there that you have to compete against. And you're not always just competing against yourself unless it's golf, essentially, and some of those other one-off sports. But, you know, like, there's another team out there that's trying to stop you from achieving your goals. And Liberty able to do 3X already what they couldn't do last year. So what's the difference? Is it a mindset? Is it an off-season program? Is it the girls? Is it, you know, I don't know. I am so excited to hear from Coach Furketic and hear about what that is, because there can be somebody else watching at any level. And Coach Furketic is now the Zen master of essentially being able to bring success to a program. If they don't, and I know this isn't their mindset, if they don't win another game or match this season, they're already successful.
Right.
Already 3 steps in the right direction, which is more than some programs will be able to say this year. And we're seeing kind of some programs that are like having trouble getting liftoff, and that wasn't Liberty this year. And hey, I'm excited. What a great show we're going to have today. Certainly an exciting week here on YSN because we've got, volleyball, soccer, football, EOYFL returns this weekend.
Yep.
It is going to be a wild week on YSN, and those numbers just continue to go up on the view count for what we do in these shows. Yesterday, we cut up clips of our Overreaction Monday, and people are loving that. Ty Bartell cutting clips and highlights. We've got Greg McAfee cutting clips and highlights, and there's a lot going on. And certainly, as we say all the time, if you want to be interviewed, you want to be part of what we're doing at YSN, please reach out. It's very simple. We have a couple of schools we're trying to get back to right now. I mean, hey, the water's here. Like, we feel like we're getting to the point where we can just kind of put our head up and breathe a little bit. First 2 weeks, whew, I don't think we've taken a breath till that moment right there. You just saw history right there.
Yes.
Us taking our first breath of 2025 fall. So, for you, I mean, has it been a whirlwind through the first couple of weeks?
It's from the interview side of things, it's different because, like, you peek behind the curtains in years past, we've kind of reached out to people. Like, we've been able to kind of have that control. This is who we want. This we're going after him. But when we put out that social media post last week that said, hey, if you want to be interviewed, message us, we got hit with a lot of people. So it's almost like the reverse where we're getting hit with messages, and it's a little bit at first overwhelming because they're just coming right at you and you're not expecting the messages. But it's real fun to kind of try to coordinate and schedule. We have a lot scheduled this week. We're gonna have a lot scheduled next week, whether they be on this show or have to be recorded. We are definitely diligent of these student athletes' times. We're not trying to force them into this 12-1.
It's nice.
It's nice if they can, but obviously this is right in the middle of the school day.
That first 2 weeks of school, man.
Syllabus. Got to get the syllabus.
After that first 2 weeks, it's like, all right, you guys can have whatever time you want. Take them.
Right.
Not that they don't want them. It's just a little bit easier to establish those patterns and what's the word I'm looking for? The not patterns. The things you do every day, habits. Over the course of the first 2 weeks, and then we can get some players. But there's other schools that are like, hey, get them whenever you want them. Here, like whatever you want to do. Like we want you to be interviewed on, and we want them to be prevalent on YSN. So, and that's what we have today. I gotta say, man, Liberty, you're starting. I mean, football team 2-0. Boy, they got some stuff going in Liberty right now. The Leopards are rocking and a rolling, and certainly not just in football. We're talking to the volleyball team today, Coach Raketic, and a couple of the ladies who have been outstanding players, a junior and a senior, both, by the way, student athletes, 3.5 GPA or higher.
Let's go.
That is student athletes, folks, and making sure that they take care of what is to be done inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom. So we're excited to talk to them today, and certainly, again, if you would like to be featured on YSN, whether it is on our show, whether it is during the we can't do any more of the on location shows. I will say that, like, we're locked in. We just do not have the bandwidth for any more of those. So what we're doing is more digital interviews to do that. So sponsorship opportunities are available, as well as just getting, student athletes, coaches, community members, anybody to be able to do that, because it's an interest piece, and it's not something that it's cut and dried and stamped and we just ship it down the factory line. Oh no. These are personalized, and we are genuinely excited when we get people from all walks of earth that love ball or sports in that. But I'm excited, man. It's a great Tuesday. We have 2 shows tonight that we do live to tape. The Springfield Tigers show will be at the VFW in New Middletown, so hop on over there. If you're a Tigers fan, Noah Doty, as always, will be over there. And then we have the show at Giangelo's tonight that is live to tape with the South Range Raiders. Dave Rock will be out there, 2 football players, and you can enjoy some unbelievable food and specials over at Giangelo's, which is a proud sponsor right here of Your Sports Network. And then we've got 2 shows coming up on Wednesdays. I know that tomorrow we'll have the Poland Bulldog show debuting this year. Matt Romeo will have coverage of that. And then next week, it sounds like at Ben's, it'll be the Western Reserve show. Or it'll be on Tuesday, Tuesday. So we're, again, excited about all this stuff. It's just a lot. But then again, I'm telling you, we can't do any more of those. Like, we are maxed out on those shows. And it is really first come, first serve when it comes to those, because they are tough, because they're on location. Remotes are harder than people think. To get out there, set up, tear down, do the interviews, and make sure everything goes swimmingly. That's the key, because like we can do these. Our stuff's all set up. All we have to do is kind of worry about the other side. When it comes to getting out and on location, you got 90 things to worry about.
Right.
And, thank God we got Rob Johnson on Thursdays, because otherwise, your boy, I can't lose any more hair. You could. I might grow it back. I'd be so stressed out.
You got stress hair. It's just coming up in patches. Not even a full head, just like patches everywhere.
It'd be bad. I watched the. I know this is off topic. We're kind of tap dancing right now. Out there in the world is the resume tape, as they call it, of DJ Yokley.
Oh.
Whew. Found it last night. Not great. Not bad. Not great. A younger DJ, certainly, with no facial hair, a little bit more up top, little lettuce up top, and suits that look like my dad owned, and certainly a little thicker.
I think I remember, a couple years, or at least a couple years, you posted on Facebook, you were on the news segment and you were doing the highlights, calling the highlights. That was fun to see, a blast of the past too.
That was the one. I might bring it back just so people can see how far we've come, and just a standpoint of my kids. I want to see what my kids say, because they've never seen that guy. And that guy had a higher voice like this. He was up here. Boy, and like the stances, it's funny to see like the stances during the news. Nobody ever notices it, but like, I was like this one time with like my arm over, it would be like this, and talking about the Browns and Kelly Pavlik and the Guardian, or I guess the Indians at that time, and the Penguin. Do you ever go back and look at like what you did in high school and college?
Yeah.
And see if it like, does it still sell today?
Yeah, absolutely. I
get
nostalgic all the time. And I'm just like, there are things that I'm like, I am so proud I did that with like the videos I made and the movies I made. But then when I watch them, I go, now that I know what I know, I'm like, why did I make that choice? Or why did I do that? Or what was I thinking there? It's real fun to go back and look.
I look at stuff and I'm like, no wonder I didn't get a job. Like that guy stinks. And then you look at some of the stuff you produce, and even like a year later, now I'm like, well, I could have done this a little bit better. Or I should have done this a little bit better. But at the time, you're dealing with deadlines and all that stuff that we're very familiar with. And so are some of the folks that we have on, including young lady we're bringing on the show right now, who has evolved the Liberty program into what it is today. It's from 3 wins in sets, just 3 set victories, all of 2024, to what they're doing right now. 3 victories overall on the 2025 campaign. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the head volleyball coach of the Liberty Lady Leopards, Nicolette Fricchetti. Coach! You did it!
Feels good. I know. A lot of hard work.
So I guess the first question we have to ask is, you're basically giving a masterclass to all of these coaches around the Valley that go from 0 to wherever they want to go. What changed between 2024 and 2025 that has led to success this year that has everybody believing in the Liberty Leopards?
It's the girls' work ethic. I mean, all summer they worked so hard, multiple open gyms, weightlift sessions, summer league. They put the work in. So it's good to see it finally showing.
And what amazes me is they put the work in, and after a season, the DJ just said like weren't any results to go off of last year, and it's really hard to kind of believe enough to put that work in. Talk about what you saw, especially during the summer, of belief and confidence in this group, and how much they kind of thought that this year could and would be different.
Yeah, I mean, they're all a pretty tight knit group of girls, so that helps. But we talked about it all summer. We talked about our potential and living up to that potential, and so far we've done a good job. But there's a lot more that we can be doing, so we're excited.
There's a lot of opportunity, and there's a lot of coach speak, as I'm sure you know, when it comes to, okay, we can do more, and especially before the season starts, this is where we want to be. But to be able to achieve that, I saw that second set in East Palestine, and I saw obviously a tough one to lose, but the girls figured things out on the fly. They built the plane in the air, so to speak.
Right.
What did you get out of those early games that really brought you to understand that, hey, we can not just talk about it, but we can actually do this?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for us mentally, trying not to get down on ourselves. So that's been a big harp. And, say we have a weak set, the first set, it's all about how can we come back from that and what can we do better? And the girls have done a really good job at coming back just as hard, forgetting, anything that was bad and just taking the positives and rolling with some good vibes.
Can you talk to us about the leadership of especially the older girls on the team, and how much that has kind of stepped into the limelight this year, and how much they've been able to kind of pick everybody up and show them the work ethic and the desire it takes to be great?
Yeah, so actually, my two captains are who you're going to speak to, Zarday and Tamia, and they've been a big reason as to why we've been so successful. They know how to push the girls. They know, what to correct, whatever, but they also bring the positivity and the mindset of, hey, we can do this, or hey, we got this, and it doesn't matter who we're going against. They fully believe that, and it makes the team believe that too.
Zarday and Tamia, your captains. I mean, we looked at what they can do on the floor, but we also made them fill out kind of a questionnaire. They're both 3.5 GPA or higher. I mean, for you, how proud of them are you in that capacity, to not just have great young ladies on the court, but to have leaders off the court in the classroom as well?
Yeah, I mean, their GPAs speak for themselves, right? That goes to show you how hardworking they are, how level-headed they are for how young they are, and it shows on and off the court for sure.
I'm curious, because we were talking before before you came on, I should say, about the levels of success that this team has and where you would define success. If we had you just before the season and we asked you what a successful season would look like in your eyes, what would your answer be? And what are you looking for this year? What would a successful season mean to you?
I mean, we would all like to have that good record, right? But just progress. And I see us progressing every day, even like you said, like East Palestine is a really good team. And we hung in there with them. And so like, even if we're losing, I want us to go out there and show people like what kind of potential that we have. That would be my definition of our success.
Coach, there's some special things going on in Liberty right now, talking to Todd Smith and some others that are there. For you to be part of that foundational block and to see the season that you're having, and to really be able to believe on both sides of the fence, both boys sports and girls sports now, kind of the leopards rising together. What does it mean to you, knowing what you know and how much hard work that you and other administrators and coaches have put into this?
Yeah, I mean, I know most of the other coaches, even like the basketball programs. It's all about working hard, and every team has been doing that. And I think that a lot of people go into it and they're like, oh, we play Liberty, whether it's in volleyball or football or whatever it is. And so it's about earning that respect. And we want people to be like, oh, we're playing Liberty, like, got to bring it tonight, instead of, oh, we're playing Liberty, like, easy win, kind of mentality.
We know the coaches' room, especially in a smaller school, is really tight-knit, and I'm sure you have connections and relationships with the other sports coaches. What's it like to kind of be a part of the room right now and see the excitement, like the football team and you guys and all the sports that are going on? And like you said, even the basketball teams are putting in work. What's it like to kind of be a part of this athletics room right now and see kind of the excitement that's around Liberty sports?
Oh, it's super exciting. we get excited, the kids get excited. It's just a good atmosphere and vibe all around. And we're trying to change it positively, and we're doing a good job. And there's more work though.
Naturally, when you talk about leadership, you talk about captains, but it's a lot of times those that are following and that are going to get the baton the next year or the next year that have to get the buy-in from the program and for the program.
Right.
For you, who are some of those players that have really stepped up and you've seen their growth over the course of this year?
So not captain wise. Kira Thigpen, she is a junior. She is anything that we need her to be. She's doing some setting. She's a huge DS player too. So her, Danelle Coleman is a sophomore. She has a ton of potential. She's actually been on the outside for us. And I think if you see her, you're like, oh, there's a small girl. What's she doing on the outside? And then she lets it rip. So those are two names I would say to follow for sure.
Coach, whenever we talk to a coach for the first time of the season, we always like to give them the chance to talk about their staff too, because I know you have great people behind you that are kind of helping you build this program. Who are the people that are kind of behind the scenes and helping you with this volleyball program that you think are key to this success?
Yeah, so our JV coach is Sarah Welsh. She does a good job for me. She's got we had a lot of girls come out this year. She's got a big team. I think she's got like 16 girls or something. So they're all getting reps and getting better. And then Alana Landers is the 7th and 8th grade coach. And, she knows the foundation. She knows what we expect. And so when the girls start with her, it's nice that they'll know what the expectations are coming up to the high school level.
And we know you're going to be the beta for a lot of these coaches, and you've got the eyes and ears of a lot of these coaches from around the area because of what you've been able to do with this program. My question is, I mean, you're sitting in the weight room right now. How much of it is physical and the growth physically, and how much is it from a mental perspective of just, hey, this is who we want to be? And then obviously a little bit of IQ probably mixed in there for knowing the game a little bit. How much of it is a cocktail of all three of those, and how much is it, each individual piece of that?
I mean, it's obviously a mix of a little bit of everything. We have hit the weight room hard. That has definitely showed throughout playing and whatever. But a lot of our focus is mental, because you make that mistake and your game can get derailed, or you can come back stronger from it. And I tell the girls, I told them the other day, goldfish have a super small memory, so we need to be goldfish. You got to forget about the last one and come get the next one. So.
Little Ted Lasso. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh man, then that's awesome, Coach. One of the things I like to also ask coaches is, especially when they're in their second or third year, you're in your second with this program, you start to see your culture and your philosophies kind of take hold with the players you're coaching. Last year was all about establishing. Now you're starting to see it kind of form. What's that like for you as a coach to see the development of that and see players kind of start to really, really buy into what you're selling and the philosophy and the culture that you want in the program?
It's super exciting. I mean, it validates to me and to the girls that our hard work is paying off, and, keeping that culture going. Hopefully we can just keep going up from there year after year.
All right. We're going to let our hair down a little bit. Some of us have a little bit more hair than others. I got to ask you, from a standpoint of, you go through a winless season last year and you get that first victory for you. What was that like? What were the emotions running through you? Did you let yourself have that moment? Did you let the girls have that moment? And how did you not make it bigger than it actually was?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely let ourselves have that moment. And, I mean, after that, I probably could have ran through a wall. That's how excited I was. But, I mean, we celebrated. We had some good locker room vibes. And then after that, it was actually on a Friday. So that was nice. We got to celebrate over the weekend. And then, come Monday, it was business as usual.
You obviously get to spend more time with these players than anybody. What are some things that they've shown you or they've taught you about yourself or your coaching styles in the 2 years you've been with this program?
I mean, it's important for me to hold these girls accountable because they hold me accountable. So it's been nice that it kind of goes that way. And, they've just shown me what what I need to work on and how I can show them, you know, an example and help them bring that to the court too.
My last question for you is, I mean, a lot of times in the coaching world, there's a lot of output and never much input, right? So you're pushing out a lot and you're expecting a lot, but never do you get those moments where, okay, what I'm saying is resonating with them and it's clicking.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 wins. I mean, we talked about the first one. Awesome, right? Congratulations. And you're going to run through a wall. You should, right? From that standpoint. Then you get 2 and then 3. And then what do you say then? Like, how do you build off of that without saying, okay, kind of like what we talked about, like you got 3 wins. There's more meat on the bone here. We don't want to be satisfied, but at the same time, what you're saying is clicking with them and it's resonating in successful ways.
Yeah. It's just important for me to stress that, you know, like we can be proud of our success, you know, and we are very proud of where we've come from, especially within the last year. Like you said, 0-22, 3 set wins to now 3 match wins, is great, but we also know that we have more potential and we can't lose sight of that.
Then my last question for you is, if you had to kind of define the personality and characteristic of this team right now, how would you kind of describe them to someone that's never seen them play before?
I would describe us as scrappy. We are not the smallest team, and you know, they have a lot of heart, and you know, talent gets you so far, but I think that mentality and heart can also get you just as far, and we definitely, that's something we have.
Coach, we can't thank you enough for spending some time with us today. I know you're crazy busy, especially this time of year. And we're just so proud of you, the success, and we hope there's just more and more and more for you and your girls and your program. Thank you for spending some time with us today and inspiring not just volleyball players, but obviously coaches everywhere that are ready to run through that wall the way you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Nicolette Frechette. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys for having me.
Appreciate you. And we will have more interviews from Liberty coming up. I'm assuming they're going to just use the same computer. This is going to be a little roll of the dice, Anthony, because we don't know. Do we know 12:50 or 12:30?
No, I think Zarday's next. I think Zarday Banks will be at 12:30, and I think Tamia Lyons will be at 12:45.
Okay, because that's like they've got the plate down there. It says Liberty Volleyball, which
I'm
like, oh boy,
it's scary.
All right, we're flying blind, quite literally.
We scheduled this a week in advance, so as long as nothing's changed in 7 days, it should be Zarday Banks next.
No, we're excited for that. And naturally, I mean, when you're talking about Coach Frechette, you're talking about a young lady who is in a world where, again, in her second year, has expectations for herself, has expectations for her players. The school district has certainly expectations for where they want to be. And you go 0-22, and man, I'm telling you, there had to be moments where you're like, what can I do to just get one? Just get one and make turn this ship around and let's go in the right direction. And then you get the one, right? And then you get excited. You're like, okay. You go watch tape. Probably that tape you watch about 800 times because you're like, what did we do right here that we can apply to the next game and the next game and the next game? And then you get that second one. And then you get that third one. And you're like, all right, we're mixing. Hey, we're Betty Crocker in this thing. We're putting this together. We're baking a cake. But then you look at you go, okay, how do you keep things exciting? You know, you keep that momentum, even though like you're battling through a loss here and a loss there. How do you get that going? I mean, for you, you've watched a ton of volleyball over the years, dude. How has this been so successful in Liberty? And how do you get that buy-in from 0-22 to where they are now with 3 wins on the 25 season?
Well, I think one of the most important things is the first thing the coach said when we asked her the question. Our team is a tight-knit team. Because in volleyball, it's a sport where if you don't communicate and you don't trust your teammates to do their job, you're just not going to succeed because you can only do so much. We're going to talk to a libero, Zarday Banks, who's a libero. She can make a really good pass, but if she doesn't trust her setter and hitters to kind of finish the play, she can make all the good passes in the world. It doesn't matter. They have a good system and a good core group of communicators and players that really trust and believe in each other. Because once you start to try to do other people's jobs, that's when volleyball gets real murky and you're not going to have a lot of success. So this team is so tight knit. They trust each other and they believe that their teammates are going to go out and do their jobs. That way they can focus on the job that they have.
Should we bring her in?
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the district of Liberty High School, we bring in a young lady who's a senior with a 3.6 grade point average and also one of the leaders and captains of this Liberty Leopards squad. Ladies and gentlemen, Zardae Banks. What's up, Ms. Banks? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
If we were any better, we would be named Zardae Banks. Let me tell you.
All right, you're right.
What? We talked to Coach. What is going on in Liberty that is just, you guys are just drinking out of the fountain of success right now?
Listen, we have everybody who wants to show up. Last year, we didn't have that. Everybody wants to show up and make the team better. So that's what it is now this year. I feel like everybody's courageous. Everybody wants to be there. And it's just making us better. And we all have like the ambition to do good.
As a senior, you set that tone. I'm sure when the summer workout started, you were one of the first in there to say, I'm going to show up. I'm going to make this team better. What was that like for you starting to be like, hey, I'm going to be one of the people that sets the tone for this team and this culture?
So starting last year, once the season ended, automatically to everybody, I said, you guys are going to hate me because I'm not going to let us do bad. I'm not going to let us get down on ourselves. I want us to do great and be a great team because I know we all have the power to do as good as we're doing right now. And I hope we can continue. Of course, we have some losses right now, but that's with every team. So, yeah.
You get that
And
first win.
They are starting to hate me.
No, don't let them hate you.
Don't let them hate you.
Don't let them be like, listen, we got 3 dubs on the year.
Three dubs, right. Yeah.
So for you get that first win as a senior after what you went through your junior year. Obviously, you guys went through it together. What was it like? What were the emotions like? What was Coach said it was on a Friday, so you got to celebrate it for the weekend. What was that like for you as a senior to know that you had such a strong hand in bringing that win back to the Liberty program?
Honestly, after we won, I had to be a little nonchalant because I want us to win more. That was just one win. We're going to have about 16 more.
Ooh.
So I like it.
I have to be a little nonchalant about it. And I feel like I had a great weekend just because of it. And I kept thinking about it. And then Monday, we all came in and put more work in, and we got another dub. Wait, did we? Yeah, we got another dub.
dub.
You were nonchalant on the outside, but internally, was there stuff bubbling up there that you were trying to suppress, or was it all nonchalant internally and outwardly?
Listen, I couldn't even go to sleep. I was so happy. I was pretty happy we won because it shows how much hard work we put in, and other teams come and they play us and they say, oh, it's Liberty. They went 0-22, but no, it's not, oh, it's Liberty. It's, wow, we play Liberty. Let's be ready.
You got to get up for them, right? I mean, you got to get up for when you play Liberty. And I think that's what every coach wants is, hey, we're going to take everybody's best shot. This isn't a night off for the opposition. For you, I saw that how good this team and the potential could be. You took East Palestine to the limit in that second set after, kind of being pushed away in set number 1.
Yeah.
What is it about your leadership that makes it just so pure of, hey, we can do this. Even though we go down 1 set, we're going to give them all and just kind of reset and kind of like Coach said, that goldfish mentality.
So I think with my leadership, I definitely can get a little aggressive, but it's all from the heart. I feel like I really want to see us do good because like I told my teammates, I've seen you hit harder, so I know you can do it. There's no point in littling yourself because you feel like you can't do. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you feel like you can't do as great as you normally do, and you feel like this is an off game. It's never an off game. I feel like you can always, always, always push yourself harder into the max. And I feel like as a leader and as a captain on the team, I feel like my job is to push my teammates, and whether they want to hear it or they don't want to hear it, I feel like I still have to say it. Whether it may be a little aggressive and a little, a little cocky, I try to make sure we stay as a team and we stay as a family because we definitely are a family.
I love liberos. I love that they don't get a lot of love because they do the digs, and digs aren't a stat that necessarily a lot of people talk about. Everyone gets excited about the kills and the blocks and all the front row stuff, but you get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff in the back row. What's it like to you to be a part of the defense and kind of patrol that back row and be a leader back there in the first touch?
Listen, I love it. It's probably the best. I fought to get libero for these past 2 years, and I feel like my hard work really shows. And I feel like being the libero, at least here, I feel like I do get appreciated enough because without the libero or without good DSs, I feel like you can't get a good play. So I really love being libero. I think it's my favorite position on the court, other than like watching the middle hit. Yeah.
You mentioned that your leadership is aggressive, and you said it sometimes it come off maybe a little cocky. But for you, where did you get those leadership traits? Who taught you how to be a leader, and has kind of raised you up into the young leader that you are today?
So my freshman and sophomore year, I had a really good role model named Mia Parker. She was the exact same way I am now. I think I learned all of it from her. She was aggressive, but she got stuff done. She made sure we were all right. We all played good. And if we didn't, she obviously had to talk with us. She was a great captain. So I definitely got that from her.
And one thing you have to say about this Liberty team, they got some swagger, they got some attitude. They're going to go into this gym. You're going to be confident that you can do good things. Where does that come from in this locker room? Where do you think you guys get this kind of ability to kind of walk into a gym, and no matter who you're playing, and you feel like this is our time?
So I definitely think we get it because we all love each other outside of volleyball. Like, we fight like a family. We love like a family. And I feel like that's mainly where it comes from, because I feel like last year, a lot of us didn't talk to each other outside of volleyball. We didn't like each other outside of volleyball, but this year we definitely all take the time out of our day to text each other, know what we're doing. You know what I'm trying to say? Last year, it was never that.
You obviously take a lot of pride in being a Liberty Leopard. What is it about being at Liberty that makes you feel like you are a superstar, or that you're so proud to wear those colors day in and day out?
There's nobody like Liberty. There's no school like Liberty. There's nothing can beat Liberty for me, because I grew up here. I've seen the athletes that have developed through Liberty, and I feel like we have the right staff, the right administration, especially with Miss Marketic. We have people that we can go to talk to and stuff like that. So I'm definitely proud, especially when I hear somebody talk down on Liberty. I'm always going to be the first one to say Liberty's never been that. We've always been, as no matter how bad we've done, we've always been passionate about what we do here.
We had talked about it in the intro to you. You have a really great GPA. You're a really great student, as well as a really great athlete. How much kind of pride do you take in your schoolwork and the fact that you were able to hold up such a strong GPA?
I get stuff done. I don't mess around about my schoolwork, especially since I want to go to college and I want to do good in college. And I feel like now you can't slack one part and then the next part you think you're going to go and do great. So I feel like you have to do good in high school. And I think I'm definitely a student before I'm an athlete. So I definitely put my schoolwork first.
You talk about schoolwork. You talk about wanting to go to college. I mean, you're only I know we're just getting started in the school year, but my goodness, you're only a few blinks away from graduating. What's the plan for you? What do you expect to do out of yourself? And what do you expect to do at the next level, the next stage of your life?
So I just applied to Kent State. That's my number one school right now. I mean, I have like the top 3, but Kent's where I always wanted to go. And I applied for the pre-vet program because I've always wanted to be a veterinarian. So I hope that works out for me. I'm going to work really hard to make sure I stay on that track.
So you can't be a vet without being an animal lover. So I guess the question is, what is your favorite animal?
Obviously a dog. I love dogs. I can't live without dogs. I want to do some dog grooming on the side too.
Yes.
My dog is my best friend. So yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Ace. Just like
what
Ace
kind
in volleyball.
Yeah,
Ace.
let's go.
Oh, okay. And what kind of dog is it?
A golden doodle.
Okay.
Everybody's got these golden doodles nowadays.
You should get one. They're worth it.
Don't test me. Like my wife,
though.
I'm the guy that wants the dog, and my wife's like, I'm the person that has to take care of it because
Listen, give me
you're
your
gone
phone
all the time.
Let me know.
For you, how special has this season been? Obviously, your senior year, it's one you want to leave your mark. What do you want your mark to be when it's all said and done? We come back to you at the end of the season. What do you want to say that you left your legacy and who you were to leave that legacy?
So I want to be someone that everybody talks about in the gym when they're like in a circle. I want them to say, remember when Zoe did this? Or sorry, Zarday. Remember when she did this? And remember when she like pushed us and like she was a little aggressive, but she still made sure we were right. I want to be who we talked about after my seniors graduated, and at the end of the season, I definitely want to be proud of like everybody and be proud of myself for finishing at 1 and for 2 finishing with a good record.
Did you drop like a nickname on us that we don't know about?
My nickname is Zoe. Yeah. Sorry.
That was way easier to pronounce. I'm not going to lie to you. We're sitting there before the game or before this interview. We're like, all right, I don't want to butcher this. Way to go. Way to go. Do you go by Zoe?
Yeah. One time my brother, he was watching Zoe 101 when I was little, and he called me Zoe, and I said my name is Zoe ever since.
Hey, good information for the media to know about as we go into the rosters and things like that. I think I called you Banks about 800 times in that East Palestine game. I was like, I'm not butchering her name. I can get Banks. So,
yeah.
I mean, as one that my son's name's Zaire, and everybody looks at me and they're like, "What?" Like, hey, listen, just call him Z. Just call him Z.
Z's are the best.
Z's are the best. Z's are the best. His sister might have something to say about that. She starts with a B, but we'll see.
Oh, no shade to her.
All right, so for you, all of this being said, you talk about Coach Rakitic. We just talked to her. How great of a leadership and how much growth have you seen from your coach from season 1 for her to season 2?
So I definitely see a lot of growth, especially from last year, because the year before last year, she definitely just got thrown into the position. So it definitely was like great because she used to be my JV coach before she was my varsity coach. Yeah. And how I see it, she taught me like almost everything I know with volleyball. And now I'm not going to lie, no shade, but she wasn't the greatest when she first started the varsity because varsity is a lot to take on. But I feel like she's the best coach and I wouldn't trade her for anyone.
I love that.
Hey, she said that you guys keep her accountable. So
hey, I love that
you're proving it. You're proving it. You're proving it. No shade. You're proving it. I love it. One of the things I like to ask last is, what do you love so much about just being an athlete and being able to represent Liberty and being able to kind of call yourself a Liberty Leopard and be able to go and perform in that gym in that school?
So what I love most about being an athlete would definitely be being able to do something and being able to show up somewhere and be important and putting in the work, because there's a lot of kids my age who just stay at home, don't do anything, don't have a job, nothing. But I love being an athlete because I feel like it definitely gives you something to be proud of. And I'm definitely proud to be a Liberty Leopard because, like I said before, we're the best.
Last question for me, real simple. Who are the role models that made you into the young lady and great leader that you are today?
Definitely my uncle, Dominic Brown, Miss Ferketic, Nicolette Ferketic, my grandma, Thelma Brown, Mr. Housel, Rob Housel, and Mr. Smith, for sure. Todd Smith.
We love Todd Smith. We love all those people. We love them all. They're our role models too. Well, we want to thank you for spending some time with us, Zoe Banks. We appreciate you so much. I almost said so much. We appreciate you so much for spending some time with us, and we are so proud. We're huge fans of what you've been able to do this senior season. Keep it up, and we'll be watching. And if you ever need anything from us, please don't hesitate to reach out. Congratulations on all your success, young lady. Continued success.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It was nice talking to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Banks. Just like that. And there's that. You did it again, Anthony. Hey.
I saw it coming, but you can't say it like during the interview. Like, hey, DJ, make sure you don't.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Good information to know. And we're going to make sure, like I said, like you and I were going back and forth because it could have been a couple different ways to pronounce that. And you get to games and you're like, oh, boy. Easiest thing, we tell people, hey, just go talk to somebody. Not easy whenever you're sitting there and you're getting ready and you're under the gun. And by the way, when I was since has been fixed, by the way, it was 9,000 degrees in East Palestine in that gym when I was, and I'm like, I'm not going down there. Everybody is sweaty and angry. It's like being at the Canfield Fair. They're just angry. Only there's food to subside the anger at the Canfield Fair as opposed to the East Palestine Gymnasium, which you have a great concession stand, don't get me wrong, but boy, oh boy, it was warm. And I'm pretty sure the heat was on. pretty sure they were trying to get the air conditioning on.
You got to
and
get that
he
home
was-
court advantage.
It was warm. And I was at the highest, I was at the peak, the Mount Everest of that gym, and I was feeling it. And I lost probably 7 pounds that night, just sweating right through. People were like, you all right? Did you play volleyball? No, just announced it. I got into it a little bit.
You got into it a little bit.
I was ready to do those digs. What a great leader. What an incredible leader. And you talk to a lot of these leaders, and you do love liberos. I mean, if you're a libero and you haven't been interviewed by Anthony Hartman, you are in the minority because Anthony loves talking to those liberos. For you to talk to a high school senior, I mean, which is challenging in itself sometimes because, number one, they either talk a lot or they don't talk at all. You never know what you're going to get. But for you to hear from Zoe and what she's able to bring to the table, and you can tell she's a leader just by the way she speaks.
Oh yeah.
What did you take away from that interview that most impressed you?
Well, I like the aggressive leadership. I think we need more of that in student athletes. We need the leaders that aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. Sometimes if it might come off the wrong way, or people. I like that she said, even if you don't want to hear it, I'm gonna be someone that can say it. And of course, she has built a relationship with her teammates where they can hear that and still know where it's coming from. You have to do that first. But I think leadership in that way, and don't be afraid to kind of say the hard things to your teammates to make you and them better, is something that is just top-notch leadership in my eyes, and I would love to see a lot more of.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. I think that's one of the things that is super impressive about not just teams that win, but teams that lose, because the unwavering effect of a leader is something that should never be minimized. It should never be something that we look down upon, or we look even cast it aside and say, okay, there's still great leadership on teams that don't have those winning records. I don't think that Zoe Banks was created from between her junior year and senior year, that leadership style. I think it was somebody passed her the baton and she ran with it. Very similar to, I would imagine, the young lady that we're about to talk to here next from the Liberty Leopards volleyball program. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3.8 GPA, a junior. So she's got a lot of meat left on the bone for her high school career. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the co-captain, Tamia Lyons. How are we?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Are there any crazy nicknames we need to know before we get into this?
No, it's just Tamia.
All right, we're good. All right, so Tamia, talk to me. We talked about your GPA. We'll get into that a little bit deeper. But you just heard, obviously, your coach talk about what she expects from this particular program, what she expects this particular year. And then you had your co-captain talk about her expectations and her leadership style. How do you kind of fit into that puzzle as a junior and not overstep your bounds, so to say, on somebody's leadership?
I think that I definitely, I don't know. I'm here and I try to be as supportive as I can. I don't want to step on any toes, so I always let Zoe speak first, but I always have something to say because, again, I'm co-captain. So obviously, I am co-captain for a reason, so I should say what I need to say and what needs to be said. But I'm definitely more passive than Zoe is. Zoe is definitely more aggressive than I am, but I'm definitely more passive. Not gonna be really aggressive, but that's really Zoe's job. So I just let her do that.
Not aggressive until it comes time to hit the ball out of the middle. Then it's all bets are off for Tamia. When you talk about getting that perfect set in the middle, what goes through your mind when you know, okay, I can really put this down?
I say my steps in my head. It's a mental thing. And when I hit, I literally scream to myself swing and snap, because that's what you have to do to get a good hit. So it's really a mental thing to just be able to do that.
Coach talked about the difference of the mental capacity of what this team was able to handle last year to what it is able to maintain this year. But she also talked about the physicality and busting your tails in the weight room. What do you think was your biggest jump personally? And then as a team, what was your biggest jump? Was it in the the volleyball IQ of things, or was it, hey, we're going to get it done in the gym so we can get it done in the gym?
I think our biggest thing, well, my biggest jump was, I think, going from just being like a sub on JV to on varsity to being a starter. It was a big jump, but I was willing to do whatever it took to get there, like working even outside of volleyball and working just as hard when we were practicing together. And I think the team's biggest jump was the friendships that were inside the team. A lot of our, like Zoe said, a lot of our team is friends outside of volleyball. We all talk outside of volleyball. Like, we'll go do stuff after practice. So it's really just being united as a family, because it wasn't really like that last year, but this year we are a family, and yeah, we might fight like family, but at the end of the day, we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna be one.
If we're talking about personal transitions, you go from being an underclassman to an upperclassman. Now you're one of the older players on the team. What's that been like, transitioning from still kind of young, still trying to learn stuff, to all of a sudden now here you are as a junior? You're not only a junior, but you're also a captain. What's that transition been like for you?
It was a big jump, because last year I was really like quiet. I didn't really give corrections. It was just like, I'm the underdog, so like I just have to be quiet and take what is being told to me. But this year, I give corrections, and I like, hey, maybe you should do this instead of this. And it wasn't like that last year. I was being told what to do, but this year I'm being told what to do, but I'm also telling people what they should do, and just being more helpful and talking a lot more. Yeah. So.
Your junior year, and the coach, I'm assuming the coaching staff and your teammates come to you and say, hey, you've been voted or elected as a co-captain. What does that mean to you? And, what kind of honor was bestowed upon you? And what are your expectations for yourself as a captain your junior year?
I was really excited when I got that co-captain spot. It really made me happy. I was really trying to work towards it. Like, I was trying to show that I really could, like, be a co-captain. I could do what I needed to do and give to the team what I needed to give. And I don't know, I really just put the effort for it. And my expectations for myself is to really be good for the team and myself. I really want to have personal goals for myself, but also be better for the team and play for the team and be able to just be a really good part of the team.
We know from talking from different athletes in the school that Liberty's a special place. There's something in Liberty that makes you guys feel like you're a part of something big. Can you put a fingerprint on what you think that is so special about Liberty and the school system and the community?
So I think what's really special, a lot of us are friends. Like, even if we don't talk all the time, we talk. It's not really like, we all definitely have our own little circle, but we can talk to other people and it not be like really awkward. It's a little awkward, of course, but we can talk to other people that we don't usually talk to every day, and it's like cool. And our staff, they're really great. Like, they're easy to talk to, especially Miss Farketic. Like, even when I'm just like struggling with like daily life, I can talk to Miss Farketic. She's really easy to talk to, like outside of volleyball and inside of volleyball. And like Mr. Smith, he was also one of the people I could always talk to. So it's just good having people that you can talk to, because sometimes you don't have someone. So it's good that Liberty can give you someone to talk to, friends or adults. Just, it's good.
I'm really interested, because do you feel the change happening in Liberty? Do you feel kind of the shift that it's going back? Because there's a long-standing tradition of success, not just in the classroom, but on the field or on the court. Do you feel that right now with everything that people and administrators, coaches, staffs are trying to get Liberty back into it? And not just football, but obviously you've been, and your teammates have been a successful part of that transition, moving over into the entirety of Leopard Country. Do you feel that?
Yes, it's great. We definitely, it's the students and the staff, but I feel like the students, the kids, we're like really passionate about what we do. Like the football team, all the players are passionate. They really love what they do, so they put forth the effort. And with the volleyball team, we're all very passionate about what we do. So it just shows that like we really want it, and so we're gonna get it. Cause like of like our teams where they were on a losing streak, like for a while it had been like, oh, we're playing Liberty, that's the easy dub. But now like our boys, I think they're like 2-0. They're
Yep.
doing so good. So it's good to see that the kids and the coaches like they see our potential and we see our potential. So it's good to see it because it's showing off, it's paying off.
The vibe I'm getting from this volleyball team is this year they've kind of gotten a lot closer to each other, and you become more of a unit than you were last year. Who's a player or a teammate that you think you've gotten extremely close to this year that you weren't as close with in the past?
Definitely Zoe. My freshman year, we weren't that close, and neither my sophomore year. Well, we talked my sophomore year, but my junior year we're definitely a lot closer, and we'll talk outside of volleyball. And yeah, we definitely got a lot closer, and she's a good person to be around. So yeah, Zoe.
Are you taking notes on Zoe's leadership? Because I mean, that baton's going to be passed, and I gotta imagine that Zoe's going to look around and be like, "It's you." So, like, are you going to be able to fill in? I mean, those shoes, and because you said you ladies are kind of like yin and yang. Zoe's the talker, and you're more of the come in and pat everybody on the back kind of deal, right? So, are you going to be able to fill into those shoes, or do you continue what you're doing and find someone as a co-captain next year that can be the next Zoe Banks?
I definitely think that I could fill those shoes. I think that I don't now because Zoe is doing it, and you don't need two people. Like it's like good cop, bad cop. You need
Yep.
you need to equal each other out. But I think the next year I could definitely step up and fill those shoes because I know that I can. And yeah, it's just we equal each other out. So next year I know that I can be that, and then somebody can equal me out.
As we said at the top, you have a very strong GPA. I want to know what class was the hardest to keep that GPA so far in your high school career?
So last year I took chemistry. I think that was probably the hardest class for me to keep my GPA. Um, yeah, I'm just not good with math, and it was a lot of math. But chemistry, it was hard, but I definitely got it done. I didn't quit because it got hard. I pushed through it, and I got the help if I needed it. Like I stayed after school, after practice or before practice, I would come into his class and I'd be like, I need help, and he'd be like, okay, I got you. And so it was just it's good to have a teacher that would help. But yeah, it was definitely hard, but I got it done. So
To me, I got to be honest with you, from a standpoint of chemistry as a class, it was probably challenging. But what you've been able to do and build chemistry on this volleyball team, A plus, A plus. Incredible what you've been able to do as a leader, a co-captain. What you and Zoe have been able to do and lead from the front, and obviously Coach Friketic as well. My last question for you is role model wise, who has taught you to be this great leader that you are today?
So my mom and my dad, my parents are definitely the biggest role models in my life. They are so hardworking and they just like show up for everything. And I don't know, my mom is who I really want to be. She's just great. She's wonderful. That's my best friend. And more of my role models are like Miss Farketic, Miss Coach Alana. Coach Alana, I love Coach. She definitely built me to who I am now. She was like the foundation. Playing with her in 7th and 8th grade was really my foundation. And then Miss Franketic just kept building on that and kept building on me. And with everybody who I just said, like they definitely build on me and they make me stronger. And yeah, they definitely like see my potential. So it helps me see my potential. They build me up even when I'm feeling down. Hey girl, you got it. Like I get it. Somebody has off days, but they definitely don't let me get down on.
My last question for you is simple. You've had some big wins this year. What's the best way to celebrate a big win?
The best way to celebrate is to definitely celebrate your win, but you have to think like, okay, this is not the end though. Like you have to think about the next game and then go to practice, put in that work, and then go to the next game and put in even more work because just because you got one win doesn't mean that it's over. You need to put in work for every other game so you can get that win and another win and another win.
I like it. I like hey, can we get another win and another win and another win and another win? Can we have you back when potentially you win a conference title?
Hopefully, fingers crossed. I have faith in our team.
As you should, young lady. To me, we can't thank you enough for stopping by. You are the future of that Liberty Leopard program, and I would venture to say it's in good hands with you and Coach Fricketic. But make sure Zoe has a great senior year, and I know you will. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Liberty Leopards, the co-captain, 3.8 GPA, and boy, she got a great and bright future ahead of her, Tamia Lyons. Thank you, Tamia. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Take care. There it is again. We got to get this fixed. It's broken. It's broken. And I mean, I know that sometimes these interviews can be challenging, but those were 3 incredible interviews from 3 incredible women who believe in what is happening in Liberty. And certainly when you look at year to year, if you're looking at stocks, Liberty's up into the right, pal. Liberty's up into the right. And if you were buying stock in school districts, you'd be buying a lot in Liberty volleyball and football right now. And I think across the board, we're seeing Todd Smith, who's the unbelievable AD out there, who is making a huge impact across the board and making sure that everybody's hand is in the pile because they're going to do it together. I'm nothing short of impressed what they're doing at Liberty.
Yeah, and it's perfect timing because they're going to be on the network tonight. They're traveling to Garrettsville Garfield. Ty Bartell going to be there. And so we got them interviewed. And then later on, if you still want more Liberty volleyball, we got to cover tonight because they'll be on the network.
Perfect segue from these to that. And naturally, we're excited. I don't know. I know that I'm going to be at Giangelo's tonight, so I'm excited to see Raider Nation and the faithful out there, certainly. And to, man, I've been craving pizza all day. And there's no better day than a Tuesday to be craving pizza because I cannot wait to get to Giangelo's and just say, hey, I want the pizza. Mange. I'll take it.
Do you eat before or after the interviews? Do you do the interviews and then eat after? All right, that's smart.
Well, here's the thing. When I was younger and I was playing ball, I couldn't eat before I played. Like your nerves. Here's what I'm going to tell you. And there's a lot of people that kind of look at me weird for this. It's the same thing when we're doing our job. Like I can't eat and then go, like, I got to feel light. I got to feel like, okay, I can, if coach calls me in, I got to be able to get it done. And I can't be battling cramps or stomach issues or whatever it is. So guess what? I get a little Gatorade. Boom. Let's go. Let's do it. Now it's more the lines of these, don't get all crazy. Okay. Not a free advertisement, but I found this A-Bomb Energy. There it is. A-Bomb Energy. The real deal. The real deal. I mean, because these other energy drinks are keeping me like they will get you a buzz and you will crash hard. Like hard. And you and I are up till 12, 1, 2, doing content, doing clips and all that stuff. I can't afford it. And that has a ton of nootropics, a ton of, I mean, it's just a nice, easy, get you through wherever you want to get to. And then you take a melatonin, as I'm now doing as a 40-year-old, and I sleep like a baby.
DJs haven't helped staying awake and help going to sleep.
I will tell you, there are certain nightmares that I have during the football season that 3:30, you get up and you go, oh, did I get that done? Did I get that done? Oh, okay. Well, then so I got it. I got to go in both ways. I stay awake with A-Bomb Energy. Not a sponsor yet. And then melatonin has been the greatest thing ever. The entire Yoakley clan taking melatonin, by the way. Like, not an ad for stealing.
Not an ad there either.
Like you're probably, if you're going to take something from our house, it's probably going to be at night because none of us will be able to hear you because we will be completely zonked out. So go ahead.
Corey's
trip
in
on our
that door
new pool.
right there. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
Everything's replaceable but my kids. I mean, like that's where I'm at now. Like, and don't touch my shoes. Like that's my
Okay.
my other one.
Kids, shoes.
Kid, well, my wife, obviously. Like,
Okay. Well,
like we're building a list now. Like now we're getting a little bit. Just don't steal anything from me. Just be like, hey, buy your own stuff.
buy
Like,
your own stuff.
get your own family. Get your own family. Build your own pool. Do
Pool.
that.
Take the pool.
Listen, at this point, if they took the pool, I'd be all right. Pool. That pool is turning into just something I'm throwing money into. Just I might as well just take cash, a box of cash, and just throw it into the pool with it.
And you do all that, and what's funny is like it's probably is it ready to swim in? Have you been able to? Is it up and going yet?
Okay, so inside baseball here, we got the pool. Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tub, unbelievable job. We had to have a semi in-ground pool because it goes into, we have a hill,
Right.
so it's into the hill. So then the electricity issue is we need a heater on the pool, but
Absolutely.
there's not enough juice coming from the house to get to the heater. So now we're going to have a whole nother thing built. I'm not an electrician. I'm not that guy. But what I can tell you is I want that pool to be a little bit warm because it takes a minute to get warm here in Ohio.
Yeah.
So we got to have juice run into the pool.
Yeah.
And,
If you don't have a heated pool in Ohio, you're not swimming until like late June.
and then you've got like a month
Yeah.
to swim, and that's it. So, and the guy kind of came, he's like, hey, just FYI, don't have the heater running in the pool and have anything on outside. Like, don't plug in a cell phone charger on the outside if the heater's, oh, okay. Things you don't think about. So now we've got to get an upgrade that is, I mean, the pool is just,
If you want to
It's a
charge your
month.
phone, you have to use one of those battery packs we use for outdoor broadcasting.
which I have been using. And on top of that, I mean, it's just a lot. It's a lot of things. Like as a homeowner, you just go, and listen, I'm so excited for my kids and my wife to have this pool. Like, don't take that away because she's probably mean mugging me right now on the air.
I deserve a pool.
She does. Nobody deserves a pool more than Sarah Yoakley and the Yoakley children. But it is a bear trying to get this thing up and going because now you got a fence and now you've got
Right.
this and now you got like a lot of rules.
Like you said, and like your yard, like you said, it's hilly. It's not really built for an above ground pool, so you probably had to do a little bit extra there too with the
Oh yeah, it got,
in-ground pool. It's not like we're on a flat land. You just put a pool there and be like, okay, we're good.
well, we have flat land over on this side of the yard, and it's like, okay, we could put a pool here, but like then you've got to worry about running electric to that part, and then
Right.
also Sarah's like, I don't want to have grass between this and this, so now we're going to build like another patio. So it's going to look sweet. It's going to be awesome. I'm not complaining. Right now, it's a lot
Little
because
bit,
right
little
now you
bit.
look out, you see a bunch of dirt and a pool, and you're like, what did we do? I can envision a lot of things, but like I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, we just renovated this yard, just did it like 2 years ago.
Gone. It's gone.
And now I've got a giant pool that is just collecting leaves because a tree is just early fall. Just some of these leaves falling right into the pool.
Yep.
That's what it's going to be.
And then-
But hey, this time next year, I'm going to be so psyched to have a pool.
Come home from a long day of broadcasting and just put your feet up in the pool. It's gonna be
Those
nice.
July days. Those
Those
July
July
days are going to be nice. Just jumping right into it. And
Right.
the backdrop, I mean, where I'm going to be doing this show from next year, we'll have that pool in it, no doubt. Like, if I'm paying for it, we're putting a backdrop of this pool. I just hope I don't fall in. That'd be bad. That'd be bad. Because right now, like, I had to do the, spoiler alert, we tape the Channel 21 WFMJ /YSN matchup of the week. Brittany and I taped that on Monday.
Right.
And I've got my patio, which is down, right? You've got the regular patio that's outdoor, and then this one's covered by our porch. And I'm like shifting around the camera for like that sweet looking backdrop. And like right now, like to the right, you've got like the pool steps. To the left, you've got our basically the foundation of our house, which I'm like, all right, there's no good backdrop.
There's
right?
no good
There's no good backdrop because people are gonna be like, why does he have just a random staircase to nowhere?
That's my staircase to heaven, boys. Walking right up it.
3 steps and I'm there, baby. Don't mess around. But no, that's a little inside baseball with the Yoakley house right now, which is, oh boy, it is a little wild because we're dancing around all the stuff I don't even understand. Like the permits, we got the permits, we got everything we, and then it's like, okay, well, now you need this, now you need this, now you need, and then like every step of the way, it's like, well, now you need to do this, now you need, and I was like I felt like Kevin from Home Alone, just and now I get it. Now I know what it's like to be a homeowner. Not that I haven't for the last 16 years, but boy, oh boy.
And now you know why everyone doesn't have a pool.
I get it. I understand it. So all I wanted was a hot tub. Still don't have it. Still don't have it. But I got a massage chair. So we've got that. Big thanks to Liberty Volleyball. I mean, just name them. What 3 great interviews we had from Coach and the co-captains for Liberty. Amazing. Zoe and Tamia, thank you. Coach Freketic, thank you. Todd Smith, big thank you to him because he set this all up. And again, to reiterate, if you would like something like those young ladies had today, please reach out to us, ysnlive.com, or email info@ysnlive.com, or reach easier way, I think, social media. Just reach out. Anthony or I will send you our kind of questionnaire form, and then we'll get things going. And why is it important for the questionnaire form? Well, we want you to know some of the questions we're going to ask you and base our questions that are live or recorded around. Right. So it's important to know your GPA because we care about your GPA. We care that you're a smart kid. We care that, we don't care if you're starters. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter to us. Matters that you have a story that you want to tell and, why you're a great leader or why you played sports in the first place. That's what this is about. Not necessarily highlighting the best of the best or the kids that get all the clippings. We want everybody to have these. It's important.
Yeah, right? And one of the things that I like about that's one of my favorite parts of this whole job. Like, there's a lot of things we do at YSN that are fun. Broadcasting games are fun. Getting the content up is great, but being able to tell the stories is one of the most rewarding things because you get to learn so much about these athletes and these coaches that you wouldn't get to learn if you just went to games, shut down, and left the gym. So that's one of my favorite parts of the job.
Everybody's got one. Everybody's got a story, and everybody's story is different, which makes it all the more fun. So, if you want to tell your story, we're here to be your echo chamber. So give us a shout on social media or info@ysnlive.com. It is time to be an echo chamber for our great sponsor, the people who make the Spark possible. It's Joe Dickey Electric. You can visit them 24/7, 365 at DickeyElectric.com. Ronald, what's your spark?
My spark, it should have been yesterday. I got the date. I got kind of bamboozled yesterday with my brain panicking because it's like, oh, it's a spark, and I just pulled the first file out of my head that I got. But September 1st is obviously a big day for athletes that aspire to be D1 athletes. It's the first day the coaches can call you and make contact on their end. So one, congratulations if you got phone calls, if you got coaches reaching out to you yesterday. And I also want to reiterate, if you didn't get a call on the first day, don't panic. I know it feels like Christmas morning, you didn't get that gift you wanted from Santa and you're bummed, but Santa's got some stuff on back order, right? And there's not like the end of the world. It's not like coaches won't be able to get in touch with you now for the rest of your recruiting process. Trust the process, and you will find where you need to be. So don't panic if you didn't maybe get a phone call last night or yesterday. You still are very much in the game. You still have a lot of chances to go and play at the next level if that's what you want to do.
Did you say Santa back orders things?
Yeah, like I was trying to stick with the metaphor. If you didn't get the gift on Christmas morning, maybe he got the maybe he needed the equipment that he needed to build the toy on back order. I don't know. I was trying to stick with the metaphor. Got lost.
Proud of you, buddy. You got trapped up. I like it. You made it through. Okay, it was a little quicksand for you. You popped right out of it. You and the red dragon right out of that quicksand. Proud. Mine's real simple. Hey, can we have a moment of silence for that stupid spider that came at me yesterday? Here, moment of silence for the stupid spider. Moment has passed, and so has the stupid spider, because I found that son of a gun, that sack of subs. I found him yesterday. I turned all the lights on, and I said, I'm not leaving here till I find that radioactive piece of junk. And I found it. And PETA, you can yell at me if you'd like. He gone.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what happened. I took him out to the farm. Rest in peace. Rest in
No,
peace.
did not let him go.
Rest in pieces.
Pieces.
Like 25 pieces of goo all over my shoe.
Oh, you shoot him. I was gonna say, what do you use?
We're going to leave it to the imagination. But
All right.
it happens to be something that I walk on several times a day. Leave that to your imagination. Left, right, whack. The spider's dead. That's all that matters. I think you need to know that.
Hopefully his family doesn't come for revenge.
I'm ready for him, buddy.
I'm ready for it, buddy. Come on.
Got my head on a swivel. You don't know. I'm like SEAL Team 6 of spiders right now. Like, you don't want to mess with me. You know, and you come at me during my show, during my finest hour of the day. We're gonna find out. That spider found out. And if he's got cousins or uncles or mom and dad want to, now, I told you, if I see a nest, I'm out. I'll do this from the pool yard. Even if we don't have any electricity and I'm not allowed to plug in at the same time, I'll do it.
They start creeping out of the walls.
Worst case scenario, that thing blows up. All the spiders coming with them. So, kaboom. I just want any spider out there that happens to be passing and hearing the sound of my voice to know I will mess you up.
I will mess you.
I'm not afraid to mess you up. And if you're bigger than that little spider was yesterday, I got weapons. And I'm not afraid to use them. Look at all these. I got a baseball bat. I got footballs and balls back there. We got a neon light. There's all kinds of flat surfaces that I can just annihilate an 8-legged creature.
It's a fair warning to spiders everywhere.
Take note.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Bada bing, bada bang.
You know,
swimming with the fishes.
Mess around, find out. You know, all that fun stuff.
Whew. That could have been a slip right there, but I appreciate you, Ant. Way to take it to the next level. Way to keep it PG-13.
We do things here.
Apologies once again to Abby Amish for my friend here wearing the tech gear. So caught a little heat yesterday. Not me.
I did. From you.
Just saying. And yet you come back for more today. And we'll be back with more tomorrow at noon right here on YSN Live for Anthony Ronald Hartwig, the 8-time best-selling author and certainly one of the world's best travelers. My name is DJ Yoakley. We'll see you tomorrow with more right here on YSN Live. And may sports be with you, pal.
And you, my friend.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.